Right, yeah, finishing off the Nukes. Nukes has actually got loads of videos out since I last done them. There's no way. There's one I want to do, which is the most scary videos of the year, but there's no way I'm going to get to that this year. So that'll probably be in January. But yeah, yeah, Nukes 10 scary videos that will give you nightmare part 2. Let's go.
Trent Williams is away on a trip with a friend and staying at an old Airbnb cabin on Skaneateles Lake in upstate New York. Once they arrive, the two friends realize that the cabin has a pretty dark history.
Okay, I usually do not, or I never have believed in like haunted stuff, okay? But I'm out at Skaneateles Lake, the Fingers Lakes in upstate New York. And the Airbnb I'm staying at, the guy did say, just FYI, we do have people say that they hear a piano play at night. And I thought it was bullshit. And I swear to God, I've heard it. It plays. There's a walk over here. So in case I die, I have a documentation of it, okay? It's an old house. It's on a beautiful lake, though. But I did find out the guy who owns the place, daughter died in a car wreck. And her ashes are on the piano. God, I get chills, but that's the piano, and it plays at night, and it freaks me out. I have chill bumps just being in this room. I do not get a good vibe.
With a creepy story like that, it's no wonder that the two guys get a little bit freaked out when late at night, they start to hear random keys playing on the piano in the living room.
Yeah, I can't do this shit. It's so scary.
No, you go in there with me.
Yes. You have to go first.
Stay behind me, you. It keeps playing, I swear. No, dude, I'm not going up in that. It's this piano, I swear to God it is. No, dude, you got me up. If I die, I swear, I will. Oh, God. Dude, no.
When you first watch the video, you might think, oh well, no big deal, that could easily be faked. But here is what makes this video so compelling. Because you see, when you look closely, the played piano key is actually pressed down by something. Now, this is not to say that this footage is quote-unquote proof of the paranormal, but it does make this video much harder to fake. So could this creepy Airbnb cabin be haunted by the spirit of the owner's daughter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Could you set that up? Like, say if you knew you had a cabin, tell the people that go in there they're going to have a ghost experience. But how could you... Has anybody ever set up a piano to automatically press itself? Because that did go down. Because at first I thought it was going to be him in bed or something and hearing it, where you could go, well, that could be your mate. But the fact that they were both there. That was pretty creepy.
You decide.
Dude, no.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Rude Awakening. A Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous is hanging out at her friend's house. The girls are freaked out when they notice something very odd. A few plastic packages of candle melt suddenly seem to be moving on their own. One of the girls quickly whips out her camera and tries to record the strange activity, but then it just stops. However, the girl keeps recording as they, impolitely, try to convince whatever spirit might be present to continue moving the packages. And then this happens.
So let's just continue talking and then hopefully what do you guys mean? I don't know. Now it's not gonna do it. For real?
No, you don't know that.
What are you gonna do?
Alex.
When they gently try to convince their quote-unquote poltergeist to move the plastic containers, it doesn't work. So one of the girls turns into a potty mouth, and the ghosts don't like it.
Now it's not gonna do it. For real?
No, you don't know that.
What are you gonna do?
Alex.
Now, just like these girls, if you caught something weird on camera, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Reflections. An elderly man with no living relatives was living alone in an old apartment building somewhere in Japan. A few months ago, the man, who we'll call Mr. A, suddenly began to exhibit very strange behavior, complaining to his landlord that there was, quote, a strange woman in his home trying to take his life. The landlord was worried about Mr. A's mental health and advised him to go see a doctor. But instead, Mr. A vowed that he would collect proof that what he was experiencing was very real. Not long after, Mr. A tragically took his own life. So, Mr. A's landlord inspects his apartment and finds several videotapes recorded on a very old camera. Out of curiosity, he watches the tapes, and what he sees chills him to his core. This terrifying footage was recorded one day before Mr. A's death.
Slender Man. Voldemort.
A bizarre, distorted figure can be seen in the reflection of the dresser mirror, and the landlord now wonders if Mr. A truly did experience something paranormal inside his apartment. The landlord contacts the Japanese ghost
Or he actually got killed by someone. Although that's a very tall person. I'm over 6 foot. Most doors is over 6 foot. I don't have to duck under doors. He looked like he filled the whole door. He got to be at least like 6'9" to 7 foot.
hunting team Omagatoki, and paranormal investigator Hiro sets out on a solo overnight investigation into the allegedly haunted apartment. Eventually, Hiro finds the room that can be seen on the disturbing videotapes. The investigator finds the dresser seen in the old camera footage, but the mirror is gone. A few hours later, and Hiro finally finds the missing mirror. What happens next is downright creepy. As Hiro is cutting zip ties and carefully unwrapping the mirror, someone suddenly rings the apartment doorbell. And there's no one there. But, did you see it? Hiro is completely unaware that he's being watched as he's unpacking the mirror. And the figure watching him looks exactly like the disturbing entity from Mr. A's grainy home video.
Not exactly, bro.
Hiro tries using Mr. A's old camera in an attempt to capture anything resembling what Mr. A recorded the day before his death. What happens next is terrifying. Hiro finds another tape dumped in the trash. But again, did you see it? When slowed down for just a few frames of the footage, two little pale hands can be seen pressed against the floor right beside Hiro. He doesn't even notice and is still completely unaware of the entity that seems to be watching and following him. Hiro decides to watch the tape that he recovered from the trash, and it makes his blood run cold. The camera seems to spin around by itself before the same weird distorted face can be seen peeking out at the very bottom of a doorway. Creeped out by the footage, Hiro decides to leave. He thinks that he didn't capture any kind of proof that Mr. A's apartment is haunted. But when he reviews his footage later, he realizes that the entire time he was in the apartment, the same eerie entity was watching him. You can see this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film. Scary moment.
I think what made that whole thing creepier is that he wasn't talking. He wasn't like... There's people when they walk around things, they're like, oh, so this is the room where blah, 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 blah. The fact that he was just silent the whole time, it just makes it, made it even more creepy. But that is weird. So that mirror, basically what was reflected in the old man's thing before he died was, if the mirror's there, so it was of the door. Whatever that thing was in the house at the door. Right, are they sure there's not just someone living there? Right, there's... Yeah, that was creepy. And I'm guessing it's old because the tape worked. If you found a videotape like that in a bin, you wouldn't be able to play it. It would take you ages to find something to actually play it on. So it must have been old footage, or even of the boy going in there. Well, I did like he took his shoes off. It's respectful.
These next creepy videos are a little different from what I usually feature, because they are definitely scary videos and very entertaining in my opinion, but they are also just kind of silly. So, a man wakes up his grandpa after he hears the unsettling sound of someone whistling downstairs in their home. What happens next is, well, just watch.
Tranquilo, mijo. Deja ver qué pasa. El Señor está con nosotros. No tengas miedo. Deja ver qué pasa. Deja ir a ver. Cálmate, cálmate, cálmate.
Estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase su voluntad. ¡Ay! ¡Abuelo! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ábrele, ábrele! A ver quién es. ¡Ábrele, ábrele! ¡Ábrele!
No pasa nada. No pasa nada.
¡Ay, abuelo!
No hay nada, no hay nada.
A ver, ve, fíjate. Ve, fíjate. ¡Ay! ¡Otra vez, abuelo! ¡Es un pinche mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale! ¡Llámale a la policía! ¡Saca tu teléfono!
Calmado, calmado.
Tengo miedo.
This guy is absolutely petrified when he spots someone peeking from around the wall at the bottom of the stairs. And in a strange twist, he just pushes his grandpa out to go check it out. Now, this clip was originally suggested to me as a scary video for the top 5. But when I watch it with all of that crazy screaming, it just makes me laugh.
¡Ay! ¡Otra vez, abuelo! ¡Es un pinche...
It made me furious. You can give your granddad a heart attack. And why are you sending your old granddad to go and look? You go. That boy's shouting did not make me laugh. It infuriated me. Oh, shut up.
mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale! ¡Llámale a la policía!
And I also learned some Spanish. It's a pinche de mano, abuelo. But I'm not sure where I'll ever be able to use that. Anyway, in another very odd clip, a group of women are walking home late at night when they get the scare of a lifetime. All alone on an empty city street, the women are terrified when they hear the strange and horrifying sound of a loud burp. And they just make a run for it. But true fear can also strike right in your home, especially if you've watched a few too many horror movies. And if a vacuum isn't scary enough for you, then what about the evil betrayal of your own feet?
So there's this. No way. You're done.
How did you not feel your legs doing that? Well, yeah. Well, I will say girls are the worst for being scared. It happened once walking Nala. There's an alley there. It's like a T-junction alley. So you walk down one alley, and then as you come, there's the alley crosses this alley. So you come at a point. Now, obviously with Nala's crazy, so she jumps all over everyone at the first chance she gets. So if I see someone coming, I have to sit her down ages before they pass. Gives her a time to get herself together, sit down nicely. But I come out the little T-junction bit, go into the next alley. I look down, there's probably 6 or 7 girls walking, right? I see them. I turn around, go back in this alley, sit Nala down so they can pass, and then we can, because that's where I'm going, the way they're coming. As they walk past, every single one of them, once they walk past that, like, in the alley where I am, each of them jumped, one after the other. I saw them coming ages ago. Like, it took them ages to get there. And then the first one went, oh, oh, Oh! Like, how do you jump? How do you be the seventh one in the line and still jump after everyone's still? Yeah, yeah. Nala's sitting there like going, "What the fuck?" Yeah, but yeah, yeah. I think the best one in this part was the house with the boy investigating. Yeah, but yeah, that's the reaction.